this live feature. Actually trying to go live on my phone, so I'm doing something different on the day. So if you see something different, and it sounds different, let me know. Hope all is well with you on today. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for everyone who has actually, reached out. Everyone who's ever watched the video, everyone who's actually touched base with me and chopped it up with your boy. So as you can see, I am in the office and I am doing something right now. So trying to check the live settings and the live feature on the actual, hey, official Jamia, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Trying to check the live feature on the phone. So let me know how it sounds. Tell me if it sounds good, official Jamia. Thanks for the thumbs up. If it sounds good, let me know. If you can see me and it's clear, let me know. Like I said, I'm just doing this on the phone. I'm not doing it on my computer. Although my computer's in the background, I just wanted to check some things just for a second. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I'm going live on the phone. So if there's something different, let me know. Let me know, let me know. And you're seeing me pour some emergency. So if you don't know what that is, it's actually this. But we're going to talk about what Bitcoin is doing, what's going on in the market. And please excuse this. Got to put some vitamins in you. This is not a sponsored video or anything, but as you can see, this stuff is good for you, in my opinion. You know, I'm not a doctor giving medical advice. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on in the market right now. Just wanted to do a recap. Sorry, I was sharing a lot. Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I just want to see how everything sounds and how everything looks. So if it looks good, if it sounds good, let me know. Let me know on your end how it sounds and how it looks. I'm actually on my computer. I sound good. Okay. Thanks for sharing out the live. On the phone, I just want to do something different on today. I sound and look good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I hope everyone is doing well on the day. So yeah, a lot of things are going on in the market right now. You got a lot of things going on with Bitcoin. You got a lot of things going on with Ethereum. And you got a lot of things going on in the market, things I wanted to talk about. I'm going to have a lot of videos come up here soon. A lot of videos are going to come up here soon as it relates to what's going on in the stock market. So right now you have some things going on as it relates to a merger. And they have a merger with Capital One and potentially Discover Card. So Capital One and Discover Card is a potential merger that's going on right now. They're actually doing some things. Yeah, I had to. Be honest with you. You never put gas or charge your EV after you need it. You do it before you need it. So this is right here. You just get stuff in your system. Emergency. You know, I personally like it. I buy it from Sam's Club. Like I said, it's not sponsored. And I always try to hydrate. Very important. But yeah, you got Capital One and potentially Discover Card merging. They're going to do a potential merger. And in this potential merger, you got a situation, an acquisition where if they break up, there's going to be a breakup. What's up, Mark? There's going to be a breakup fee. And the breakup fee is going to be about 1.7 or 1.1 billion. And what that means is, if you got Capital One or Discover Card, there's a potential merger with the two companies. So if they come together, they will be higher than JP Morgan and Chase. They will be a better, larger company, more larger than JP Morgan Chase. They'll be a larger company. So if that happens, yeah, there's going to be a lot that goes on as it relates to that. So you got that situation with Capital One that's going on and Discover. If you only knew what's going on in the market, got a lot of stuff going on in the market. You got Bitcoin, pretty much hitting some highs. It's not as all-time highs because all-time high was like 63, 64,000. But you got that situation going on as well. So if you are new to the market, you are new to what's going on, feel free to hit the button, like the video. It's common sense. Like the video. Your boy is giving out some bangers and some value. Also, share this out. I appreciate anyone who shared it out. Official Jamia, everyone who shared this video out, thank you. And the people who are watching it, share it out. So, the whole point of me coming on here is not just so you can see my face. This is my happy face, just so you can see my face or me to just talk. is not necessarily the point. Fisher Jamia saying hello, my card saying hello to everybody. So it's not just so you can see my face, hear my voice. The whole reason of me being here and talking to you is to let you know what's going on in the market. No, I'm not a financial advisor giving you investment advice. However, the information that I'm giving, I had a video. I'm still going to talk about this video. I had a red hat on. It was a short. I was in front of a gas station, and Bitcoin was about 27,000. And I said, if this gas station is starting to sell Bitcoin, they know something you don't know. You might want to pay attention to it. I said that in the video. Bitcoin now is over 51,000. So what do you do if you're new and you're fresh, you have no idea what to do, you're fearful, you're scared? I got a video coming out. Hey, what's up, Swoop? Swoop. So I got a video coming out soon, based on the age brackets. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm wonderful, Swoop. Hope you are as well. So I got a video coming on based on age brackets, based on how old you are and things of that nature. Hey, what's up, Village Food? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. I'm wonderful, 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 bro. Can't complain at all. Hope you are, Village Food. So I'm looking on my phone. So if you see me squint like this, doing like this, hey, look, I'm normally on my TV. I got two big monitors behind me. It's normally there. I wanted to see how it was going to sound, how it's going to look. Of course, it looks more crisp. Swoop, my card is saying hello to Village Food Seasoning. Looks more crisp on the phone because normally I don't dial in the settings to my camera because I utilize it all the time. I pack it up, take it out, and not trying to be funny, but sometimes being a little bit lazy. But yeah, you have to ask yourself this question. For instance, Official Jamil was watching this, and I had this emergency. It's not sponsored. If you don't like it, don't use it. But I normally try to drink one of these. So if you see me drinking something orange, that's what it is. But a lot of times we spend money on things that are irrelevant. You might be at work spending money in a vending machine. You might, hey, my cart running over from Swoop. Swoop, go to Walmart or Target or somewhere like that and spend money on a little trinket or item. If you have grandkids or nieces and nephews, you may spend money on just irrelevant stuff that you like. Wow, they don't even play with this toy. They don't even look at this movie, whatever. So we can't say we don't have the resources to do it. It's just we don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? We just don't want to do it. And that's pretty much the factor, or we don't know how to do it. The whole point, welcome in, welcome in. The whole point of my lives and videos that I do is to help you get to the next level. The whole point of me is not just to be talking, just talk. It's to help the next person gets to the next level. It's to help you as a person. Hey, Village Food from Swoop. It's to help you as a person. Welcome in, welcome in. To help you as a person get to the next level, get to where you are going. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Brown Sweet, what's going on with you? I'm wonderful. I hope you are. It's to help the next person get to the next level. I want everyone around me. Hello, everyone in the chat from Brown Sweet. I want everyone around me winning. I want every person who've ever watched the video minimal. I want to have at least 100 millionaires minimal. Not saying I'm a future millionaire. Ooh, no, I want you to have liquid net assets. I'm glad that you're doing well, Brown Sweet. I want you to have liquid net assets. And a lot of things, people say, well, Brown Sweet, my card is saying hello. A lot of people saying, well, I don't care about money and all this. I had a conversation with a cousin of mine, and she was saying, well, I don't really care about money. And I said, well, that's not necessarily something I care about either. However, you got to get money to eat. You got to get money to pay your rent or mortgage. You got to get money to pay. The bottom line is that's something that we can't go without. Resources is something that you can't live without, period. Now, you can barter in the barter system where I say, hey, my cart, I'll wash your car if you clean my house, or something like that. And I'm just using her for example because she populated. Hey, Brown Sweet, if you decorate my house, I'll fix up your studio. You can do a barter system or whatnot, and that is something that could be done. However, for the most part, it's not going to be something that's going to help you long term because over time, that barter system is going to, be like, So the question is, you have to start where you are. Even if you $5, a dollar, $10. You know, like I was saying, welcome in, welcome in. I was talking to a cousin and we were having a conversation, and I'm not trying to throw shade at my cousin. Hear me clearly. I'm a person that does stuff in private, and I don't tell anyone. I never say anything. But me and my cousin talked about this. Swoop saying hello, Brown Sweet. My car running over. Brown Sweet said hello. So I say things, and I never tell people what I do. But me and my cousin had this conversation. She knew I was going to be talking about this, so she's okay with me saying this. So don't think I'm a person who does stuff and says, "Oh, well, he's this." No, that's not my thing. If I do something, people will never know unless somebody else says something. That's just, I don't really like to do stuff openly. That's just not my thing. Brown Sweet saying hello, sweet swoop. But anyway, a cousin called to borrow some money. I said, sure. You know, my cousin, she doesn't call me to borrow money. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't call and say, hey, Robert, can I borrow XYZ? So I was like, well, she obviously needs it. So here you go. I send her the money. She had the money. And one thing I said was, instead of paying me back, buy some Bitcoin, buy some Ethereum, buy some Jasmine, buy some Shiba Inu. And she was like, well, I don't really care about money. And I was like, well, you know, it's okay, but don't pay me back. Use that money to invest for yourself. So she was able to do those things to start something. Doesn't matter what it is. I mean, you can start $1. Do something. Start somewhere, because that dollar eventually adds up. If you put $1 a day, you know, it's $365. But if you do it in your savings account, that's $365. But potentially investing is going to allow you to do a little bit more long term. So what does that mean? What does that mean for you? For instance, I talked about Berkshire Hathaway Class A shares. I did a welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I did a video on Berkshire Hathaway. I was actually live with Lisa J Stocks. Shout out to Lisa J. I was live, you know, with a video with her, and someone asked, believe she asked, what is a stock that you invested in that you wish that you could have invested in, or something that you invested in, you know, that you wish you could have. And one thing was Berkshire Hathaway. And if you don't know who Berkshire Hathaway is, if you have Geico, they own Geico. They own train stations. They own a lot of things. And a man by the name of Warren Buffett has been the person who's over that fund. And they put out something here recently where they have pretty substantial cash hoard. It's in the billions. It's in the hundreds of billions cash hoard, meaning they have money aside just in case there's something that happens. And they made over 28% in the market. Since I've been investing, I'm well up over 35% on my investment with them. Yes, if you look up Berkshire Hathaway, they're almost $500,000 per share. I'm not telling you how many shares I have. If I don't have, I'm not going through all that. What I'm saying is you can purchase fractional shares, which means in the fractional shares, you can purchase bits and pieces of the company. You know, certain companies. Hey, what's going on, RX Nails? Good afternoon from RX Nails from the chat. Fisher Jamil said, hey, Brown Sweet and Village Food. So welcome in. Thank everyone for hitting that like button. Hey, Official Jamil from Brown Sweet. If you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, you know, as you can notice, I do videos about stocks, crypto, and more. So you'll see some things like that. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So the thing is, long term, you're pretty much gonna, you know, be okay long term. So ask yourself this question. I know for a fact, this bottle of water, and I took the label off because I'm not promoting the company. So it has this in it for vitamin C emergency. I'm not promoting this anyway. But if you notice, bottle of water has went up substantially. Just one bottle of water. I remember at Sam's Club, I can actually get, and if you don't have Sam's Club in your area, you got BJ's, Costco, you know, things like that. That's what Sam's in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. That's what a Sam's Club is here. So if you don't have a Sam's Club, it's like a BJ's, Costco warehouse, like a discount club. So at Sam's Club, I used to be able to get 40 bottles of water for under $5. Now, 40 bottles of water is almost $7. So, you know, things go up in price. You have to ask yourself this question. If I put $365. What's up, Lisa J? How you doing? If I put $365 in a just a regular savings account with no interest bearing, you probably get pennies. You see what I'm saying? I just told you earlier that Berkshire Hathaway just did something, and I talked about it. Lisa J, she can contest to it. Berkshire Hathaway pretty much did said something, and they had something come out where they have a over $100 billion cash hoard, and they actually have over 28% return on investment this year. So, hey, Tamika Davis, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Lisa J from Swoop. Good afternoon, Robert, and everyone in the chat from Tamika Davis. So, what am I saying? I am 1,000% sure. Hear me clearly. 1,000% sure. If I invest and save money, which you should save money, okay? Listen to me clearly. You should have a savings account and you should have an emergency fund. This is not that thing. They say, oh, don't never. This is not that. But what I'm saying is, even if it's $1, $5, $10, you should make a habit of putting some money up for investing. A habit for putting money up for investing. It should be a habit of those type of things. There should be a habit of putting those things up. So you should have that as a habit for you to do those type of things. And it doesn't matter where you start, because you have to start somewhere. You have to put yourself in a position to start somewhere, okay? It does not matter where you start, but you have to start somewhere. You can't sit there and say, well, Lisa J. Stocks, Robert Perez, all these people talk about investing. It sounds wonderful. I don't care about that stuff. I'm just gonna put money in 401k and be okay. Well, that's wonderful. You're welcome, Swoop. I thought you was already up there with that. So I looked, I said, oh no, your name's not in blue. But yeah, so you have to understand, kind of like RX Nails. I'm going to use her for an example. She does a phenomenal job doing nails, a wonderful job doing nails. She had a video before where she was actually had a machine that actually allowed, it was like a ventilation to catch up, like the dust and things of that nature. Now I have a cousin. It's funny because I have a cousin named by the name of Jasmine, and I'm talking about Jasmine in a minute. But a cousin by the name of Jasmine, and she does nails. So I said RX Nails, I was asking her questions about that particular machine because I was going to tell my cousin Jasmine, hey, look, this machine you might want to look at. And by the way, RX, she looked at it and she's thinking about getting it. But RX, she's not afraid to invest in her business. Swoop, Lisa J, Fisher Jamia, a lot of people in this chat are not afraid to invest in their business, and that's good. That's a good cash on cash return, investing yourself in courses. That's no matter what, that's going to be a good return on investment. If you don't have Audible, this is not a sponsored video. I don't have a link in the description for Audible, but if you don't have Audible, check them out because it allows you the opportunity to listen to books on the go. You see, I got books here, books there. I got books all over my office. I'm an avid reader, and that's important. If I don't have time to read, I'm listening to it via auditory. I'm literally listening to it and I'm moving. It's very important. Invest in yourself. Invest in your dream. Invest in your goal. But also don't be afraid to invest in the things that you need to invest in. Don't be afraid to invest some of your own money. Yes, you have a 401k. Most of you. If you're self-employed, you have a SEP, retirement plan. Most of you. If you do have it. If you don't have it, start it. What I'm saying to you is this. You have to be in a position where you're not afraid to bet on you. Because obviously, I see a lot of people in here. A lot of people in here are YouTubers. And you've invested in you. And guess what? You've won. So if you got that same unction, that same that same tenacity, that same go get them, and you've won, that means you can invest in yourself to help yourself. Here's the thing. Other than welcome in, other than someone telling me, hey, you learn Robert, I invested my first dollar or first $5 in Bitcoin or, crypto. Unless someone telling me that, I don't know. So feel free to let me know if this has helped you in any way. Also, feel free to make a move, because here's the thing: you have 365 days in a year. Some people get paid daily. Some people get paid weekly. Some people get paid monthly, semi-monthly, monthly, every quarter, every sale that you make. Some people, can you hear me? I see a headphone. Can y'all hear me? I see a headphone in the chat. But depending on when you get paid, you should make a percentage out towards your investment. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So you should make a percentage of what you have and put it in something that you can invest in, no matter what. It could be, $1, $5, $10, whatever your goal is, whatever. Okay, you hear me? Okay, good. I see a headphone. I'm normally on my computer. It's right behind me. I just decided to go on the phone. So normally and generally, no matter what, how many times have we went to a fast food restaurant and we did not like the actual item that we got? It was horrible. It was cold. It was not what we paid for. We were like, it was hard, and it was not what it is that we thought it was. The sandwich was old. How many times have we just drove off and said, forget it, I don't want to go back, and we haven't got our money back? That's just me saying, listen, I'm listening up. Okay, I got you. Appreciate it, Lisa J. I just saw the headphones and I was but how many times have we just bought something from Amazon, Walmart, Target, or another place, and then we set it down and say, you know what? I need to return this. Now, I don't need to return this because my rechargeable battery. This is for an example. I need to return this, but we sit it on the counter and we don't return it, and we lost the value because we don't use the item, and we wind up giving it to Goodwill or a Salvation Army or something like that, or we just wind up just throwing it away. We've lost the value. It has not gained value. What I'm saying is, remember, you can look at the short. I want you to go back. Hear me, and I'm gonna keep saying this. It was 27,000. Greetings. What's up, brother Eco Neighbor? It was 27,000. I had a red hat on and a white shirt with red writing. I said, if they are selling Bitcoin in the gas station, they know something that you don't know. That means you need to pay attention to it. Bitcoin was 27,000. It is now over 52,000. So 27 to 27 is what? Do the math. What is that? 54? 54? Right? So it almost doubled since we talked about this. Now, you learn, Robert, okay, I missed the boat. Okay, I didn't believe what you were saying. I missed the boat. What can I do now? Well, in my opinion, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor giving investment advice, but what I would do is dollar cost average. And this is what I've been doing since Bitcoin was well under 10,000. Dollar cost averaging into this asset, dollar cost averaging into a stock, dollar cost averaging into something. Meaning, if Bitcoin is 50,000, I don't care what it is. I'm going to buy a certain amount. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm going to buy a certain amount of that asset class. If it's $5, $10, $100, whatever your budget is, every day, every week, once a week, twice a week, whatever it is, you have to break it down. I can't tell you, hey, you need to buy $5 worth of Bitcoin every day, because I don't know your budget. I can't tell you, you need to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin every month. I don't know your budget. So you could very well be someone who can put $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. I don't know your budget. You can be someone who just only could be able to put $1 in, and that's okay. See, the problem is we look at the amount but not the percentage. And here's the thing: stop looking at the amount. Look at the percentage gain. Okay, look at the percentage gain long term. So what we got to do is say, you know what? I'm going to start something. Well, I'm afraid, you learn, Robert. I'm scared. You know what? I was scared. I was afraid. Welcome in, welcome in. I was like, man, what should I do? Man, this right here is looking very slim. I do $10. Oh, yeah. And you know what, though, Lisa? When it comes to certain numbers, everyone's budget is different. I could do more or less. Some months I might, like you see right here, This is a silver numismatic coin, excuse me. Um, and I'm a little stopped up and congested. So there's a silver coin, Silver Eagle MS 60. That's a 60. So that's a minute coin, never been touched, high value coin. Sometimes I'm buying silver coins, gold bars, or silver eagles. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I switch it up. I do more on certain days, and there are a lot of others, but I do not do those days exactly. So what you have to do is figure out what your budget is. So the homework, this is what I want you to do. Because we can talk all day, but you're gonna have some homework. Okay, get you an index card, get you a notebook, get you something, write it in the notes of your phone. You come up with a dollar amount that you can be okay with putting into some type of investment. Come up with a dollar amount. Okay, now here's the thing. Long term is what I normally suggest. I normally, do things long term because I'm not the person that's going to jump in and out, in and out, in and out. Now I have option plays, and what options are is like, let's just say, for instance, she mentioned Apple, Lisa. So she mentioned Apple. So let's just say I did an option play on Apple, meaning I can buy one share of Apple for a certain price or whatever the price is, or I can do an options play. An options play means I can get 100 shares of Apple for a certain price. So it all depends on what's called a strike price. Okay, I'm going slow. This is one of these things where you can rewind and look at because I'm going to give some value. Okay, so I can do something called a strike price. I can do a put. I can do a call. Okay, so a call, I believe, is going to go up. A put, I believe, is going to go down. So you can have certain dates that push that out. Okay, so I control 100 shares of Apple with that put or call, or I can control one share just depending on my budget. Here's the difference between a stock and an options play. If I'm wrong and it does not hit my strike price, I lose that money. Okay, if I'm wrong, I lose the money. With the share, you have the ability to ride it out if it goes up or down. Okay, now that's when it comes into doing your homework and be a more diligent researcher and investor. Okay, like I said, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just telling you some things that you could do. Okay, now why are you talking about Bitcoin? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. You learn, why are you talking about Bitcoin? Everybody knows about Bitcoin. Well, yeah, everybody knows, but here's the problem. Imagine, I remember I had a job, and it was in the cellular industry. Okay, I worked in a call center. I worked in door-to-door sales. I worked in business to business. I did the actual store. So in this particular company, I worked in a lot of different areas. The retention department, which is if you decide to call and cancel, I was going to talk to you and you weren't going to cancel. My retention rate was over 95%. Not trying to be funny, but which means out of 100 people, 95 people didn't cancel out of 100. Phenomenal. I was number one in the call center before I decided to move into a store. But I'm going somewhere, okay? What happened is this. I saw the takeoff when people was merging away from cell phones, from landlines to cell phones. Now somebody's going to probably say, well, what about the AT&T situation? I ain't throwing shade at AT&T. They lost service. They're going to give you a credit. So if you have AT&T and you lost service, you need to call them so you can get a credit for your bill. I'm just throwing out some, I'm throwing out some game. Matter of fact, since I'm throwing out some game, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Since I'm throwing out some game, once a year, you need to look at all the cell phone providers, see what they have to offer. Call your cell phone provider and let them know you're thinking about canceling because it's a better deal somewhere else. Now, if you pay your bill, you ain't getting turned off and things like that, 9 times out of 10, they're going to help you or say, okay, let's do this, or we can do this, but we can't do this. They're going to transfer you to something called a retention department. Okay, that retention department is someone, I'm throwing game out now. The retention department is someone whose job is to make sure that you, Brother Eco Neighbor, you, Miss Gigi, you, Lisa, you, Swoop, you, my card official to me, you don't cancel your account. Okay, so 9 times out of 10, just depending on the company, you know, just depending on the company, um, you go ahead and, you know, say you're thinking about canceling, and they're probably going to give you a discount 9 times out of 10. Now, if it's a prepaid phone, probably not. Um, some companies are finicky about it, but it depends. It's called a retention rate. Hey, what's going on? Make this go viral. How you doing? So all you got to do is ask. You can potentially, and thank you for so much for coming in, everyone. If you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit the like button. Make this go viral. Saying hello to everyone as well. Brother Eco said hello to everyone as well. So go and try it. 9 times out of 10, they're going to try to keep you as a customer. Now, if you are someone who's been late on your bills and things like that, they may or may not. But I'm 65 to 70% sure you probably going to get something. So I would do that once a year, twice a year, even now. That's a good practice, because you don't know, if you can get a discount. You can or can't. But anyway, based on the retention department, that was the department I was in. Like I said, over a 95% retention rate. Out of 100 people, 95 people were going to stay. 5 people were going to leave no matter what I said. Hey, I'm going on my parents' bill, or I just don't like this company no more. There's certain things you just can't do. So what am I saying? What does this have to do? Okay, you learn, Robert, you lost me. I just got in here. You're talking about stocks and crypto, but then you're talking about you at this company. What does this have to do? Swoop, make this go viral. Swoop saying, what's up? What does this have to do with stocks and crypto? What I'm saying is, this reminds me of the time when people were merging away from the technology of landlines to cell phones, and this whole economic market that we're in. It's giving me that same feeling of when, if you can't relate to that, when you had that iPod walking around with all the music in, and it went from that to the iPhone. It's giving me that same feeling. When you had that VCR and that DVD came over, it's giving you that same feeling. When you had the tape deck, you had the record player at the top, the double tape deck, and then the CD player at the bottom, and everything merged for the double decker tape deck to the CD player. Is giving me that same feeling. It's giving me that same feeling when you had that big old book of CDs, and you was like, oh yeah, this is slow mix volume 2. Oh yeah, this is the church mix. Oh yeah, this is the crunk mix. This is the homies in the car. This is my girl in the car mix. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, Tamika Davis saying hello to make this go viral. You going through over there. Swoop saying, swoop, make this go viral. Saying, hey, you scrolling through those discs. Oh yeah, this is the we about to have fun at the club mix. And you remember that. You remember that. Come on now. I ain't the only one that's my age bracket in here. So anyway, it's giving me that same feeling of when we were with those big old books of CDs, and it merged from that to now I can play something in my actual iPod and listen to it. Now they got what is it, Sirius Satellite Radio? Now I can listen to it streaming. It's giving me that same feeling when I used to go to the Redbox and get a disc and push it in. Now I got Netflix or Hulu or Redbox. It's giving me that same feeling. So here's the thing. I didn't really make no money on those things. I just saw the technology. I made money on the cell phone industry. I made money on some of the stocks. I made some money because I invested in some of the stocks because I was with that company. So it's giving me that same feeling now. That's why I'm excited about certain things, because it's giving me that same feeling. So what I'm saying is, because I'm getting that same feeling, that God-like intuition for my believers out here, I'm getting that same unction to let you know. I'm going to be honest. I was not going to come on to YouTube. I was not going to do it. I was not going to come on to YouTube. And speaking to everyone who's ever liked the video, shared the video, subscribe to the channel, talked about me in a good way, even talked about me in a negative way. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Everyone who's ever said, you know what, you learned, Robert, don't give up. Don't let these people on YouTube get to you. Everyone who's ever given me a word of encouragement, I want to thank you sincerely. I want to appreciate you sincerely. Every person who ever came up and said anything, whoever said, hey, look, you got to scrap that idea. I don't like this, this, and this. You gave me some good feedback. Thank you. I just want to say thank you, okay? But I'm saying I wasn't going to get on YouTube. My grandmother, when she passed 2018, it was more or less a push to get back, because one thing my grandmother would tell me is, Robert, what have you learned, and what have you shared with other people? That's the gist of it. She was country, so she didn't say it that way, but she would pretty much say it. What have you learned? What have you told to other people? So the whole point of me getting it on YouTube was to honor my grandmother. Uh, you know, she passed in December, a couple days after Christmas. We laid her to rest January 1st, 2019. Telling you, one of the hardest moments had in my life. But the positive side of this is she said, hey, every time she would get information, she would say, so this is this. Yes, ma'am. I would hear her regurgitate the information, or she would tell me something new. I would go research it, and the next conversation we have would be about the same situation she told me about. Full of wisdom, full of wisdom. A lot of people said that, hey, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. A lot of people said that, talked about all the good things she did and things she helped him out with. But the thing about her is she was always adamant about learning. And look, if you got information and you got value and you're not sharing it to other people, you really don't have value. She was adamant about that. So in order to get out to more people, I decided to come, on YouTube, and that's why I'm here. So what I'm saying is, I'm not just here just to talk to you just so y'all can see my happy face. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to help people. The whole point of me being here is not just to talk for hours. It's for me to help someone. If I help one person, I'm okay. If I say information and out of 100 people, one person is helped, hey, I'm okay. I've done my part. If 100 people is helped, I'm definitely still okay. But what I'm saying is, the whole point of me saying something, I don't want 5 years, 10 years to go down the road and y'all say, man, you learned Robert did talk about silver and gold. He did talk to us about it, but we chose not to do it. Man, he did talk about crypto. We chose not to do it. He talked about stocks. We chose not to do it. He did say this was going to happen. We chose not to do it. It just gives me that same feeling of when technology is transitioning. Because here's the thing. You're going to be the person that is going to pan for gold, or you can be the person selling the actual picks and axes and the gold mining equipment. You see what I'm saying? So right now, there's so many things happening in the market, and there's a transition. I saw a video. It was an older gentleman. His granddaughter put him in a Waymo. And if you don't know what a Waymo is, it's a self-driving car. And he was in the car, him and his friend, him, the older guy's best, so it's 3 people. It was 3 people, no driver. It was 2 older gentlemen and the granddaughter. So they get in this car, the older gentleman's like, hey, where's the driver? And she just bust out laughing. Then she says, hey, get in the seatbelt. Tells the guys to get in the seatbelt. They get in the seatbelt. And they're like, okay, but where's the driver? Then the car takes off. And they're like, oh my goodness, what's going on? The car is driving. The whole time in the video, they're reacting to, oh my goodness, this is weird. This is crazy. Like, where are we at? Like, there. But at the end of the video, the older gentleman said, man, I'm so happy that I got to experience this. The technology is already here in certain areas. Self-vending machines is already here. Self-driving cars is activated. It's already here. When you go to certain areas, it's going to be, if you go to Vegas, certain places, you're going to go to the airport. You're going to get dropped off. You're going to get to a station. It's going to be a self-driving, self-flying pod that's going to take you up from that place to the airport to your terminal. You're going to be able to get on. That stuff is already here. It's already being there. But the question is, are you going to be ahead of technology, or are you going to be behind technology? You got to ask yourself that question. Am I going to be ahead of technology, or am I going to be behind technology? Ask yourself those questions. Swoop, if she's still in here, she can tell you they're testing self-driving trucks. Now, personally speaking, I think about 10 years out, 15 years out, maybe. But it does not mean that certain people won't lose, certain things because, welcome in, because other people are utilizing self-driving trucks. Case in point, I had an uncle. He retired at 72 from trucking. He was telling me, I was actually on the phone with him, And he was like, hold on, let me call you back. And I was like, what's going on? Well, come to find out, he said he bumped the dock. And if you don't know trucking terms, he backed up to the dock. First of all, he was at the gate. He was looking for someone. He called his dispatcher. There was no one at the gate. The gate opened. Nobody was there. He said, okay, well, somebody just buzzed him in. The dispatcher told him to go to the back, bump the dock, and just sit there. Somebody come out. So that's what he did. So he's on the phone with me, yes, they are. Exactly. So he's on the phone with me while he's waiting in his truck. And he says, oh, nephew, I gotta call you back, nephew. And he jumps out of his truck. He hangs up the phone. So I'm thinking he's okay. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm calling him back. I'm texting him. You okay? You okay? He calls me back 15 minutes later. Yeah, I'm okay, nephew. This is what happened. And he begins to share a story where as soon as he bumped the dock, I was on the phone with him. I just didn't know what was going on. I thought somebody was trying to, you know what I'm saying? I thought somebody was trying to, give me all the stuff in the truck type situation. Well, come to find out, as soon as he bumped the dock, there was a robot that went to his truck, opened the back, and robots start to come in and get the load. They scanned the load, and they got the load out, the right loads out of his truck, and pulled the actual door back, locked it back. A robot now locked it back, and he got out of his truck and he saw it. He was like, oh my goodness. And that was it. He was just shocked. He told me what happened. I was like, Unc, I told you. Now, he retired at 72. This happened probably when he was 71 years old. But he was shocked that this happened. And there were people in manufacturing environment, forklifts, who probably didn't have a job because that's a forklift person's job who drives a forklift. So you have to understand, we have to be ahead of technology. Okay. I'm not here to say, well, these people are losing their jobs and this and this. Make sure the thumbs up in the live and share it out. Hey, I appreciate that, Official Jamia. Well, Swoop, and yes, they are. Exactly. So Swoop sees the fact that they're out here. So I personally think over time, the technology can be evolved, but I'm just saying things that are already here. There are robots that's already driving routes. I was in Sam's Club, and there was a robot. Well, generally, there's a gentleman. When I go in, there's generally a gentleman that's on this big old machine that actually buffs and mops the floor. You know what I'm saying? Generally, I talk to him every time I go in there, and we talk and we laugh or whatever. He stops, we laugh, we joke, and I keep it moving. He keeps it moving. Well, and you're used to certain things on Saturday. You're like, okay, well, I'm going to talk to this person. I'm not going to say his name. I'm going to talk to this person. Well, I go and I'm like, where's so-and-so? He's not here today. Then I see the actual, it's a buffer. I don't know what it is. It's some machine. So I see it going around the corner and I'm like, well, he normally comes down his house. So I'm walking with my buggy real fast and I go down the corner and then it comes back up, but I don't see the guy on the thing. And I'm like, what? So I'm looking at it. I just stop. I'm just stopping. And I see it going down the aisles, buffing the floors and sweeping the floors. And the guy's not on there. I'm like, wow. Okay. Now, weeks later, I see the gentleman and he's like, yeah, man, they cut my hours. So what happened? He said, yeah, that little machine, he said, all that I was doing, I didn't know, but I was programming the machine while I was driving it. And it was studying my movements, and it pretty much got programmed by me. Didn't even know I was programming it, studying his movements. And now his hours got cut because the machine learned what he did, what he could have did better, and does it better, So ask yourself this question. Where are you now? Where are we going to be in the next 5 to 10 years? Okay, no matter who wins the presidency, I'm not here to talk about this person versus that person. That's not the method of my conversation. To be honest with you, can I be very honest with you? To be very honest with you, like, to me, because either way it goes, no matter who's in office, I'm still going to be okay. Thank you for the thumbs up. Welcome in. So no matter who's in office, I'm still going to be okay. Why? Because I study what this person believes in, what they're talking about, What are they so passionate about? Who are their biggest donors? Because generally speaking, their biggest donors, their biggest talkers are going to be the people that they make sure stays in business and gets money, period. So I don't, we can go back and forth. I don't go back and forth with politics because it really doesn't matter to me. That's a whole nother subject that I really don't even talk about. But the hack, the travel hack, is what are they talking about? Look at all the candidates. What are they talking about? Who is donating to these campaigns? And I can bet $1 million that at least 60% of those people who donate, their stock is going to be better. I've seen those robots and at train yards too. Oh wow. So Swoop is just confirming what I said. She's seen those robots that I was talking about in train yards. So where there used to be people, they're not people anymore. So what I'm saying to you is, I used to work in a call center when I was younger. Well, man, that's funny to say. But anyway, I used to work in a call center. This was probably, I ain't going to tell you my age. This is over a decade ago. Well over a decade ago. It's more than a decade, but I ain't going to say nothing. But anyway, well over a decade ago. And now, when you call a call center, you don't know if you're talking to a robot or not. If you text, somebody texts you back, but you don't know if it's a person or not. If you say representative, then you're going to figure out, oh, wow, this is a person. It's a representative. Oh, okay. Please hold while I get you online. Oh, so this whole time, it wasn't a person. Now, if you call, you know you're talking to a robot or not. But with AI, I'm telling y'all, why am I saying these things? Because everyone thinks they're safe until they're not safe anymore. Now, this is not one of those welcome in, welcome in. This is not one of those doom and gloom moments. I'm giving you information so that you can discern the information, break it down, and move on it the way you think is best. Berkshire Hathaway, Class A and B stock, in my opinion, while Warren Buffett is still here, he's in his 90s now. So while he's still here, it's going to continue to do well because he thinks of things strategic. I remember it was one recession in 2008, and I remember he was buying a train station. People were trying to figure out why was he buying train stations. But think about it. If you look at the train logistics, the load will tell you what's coming in, what natural resources are coming in, what natural resources are going out, what shipping, what is shipping more of. Everything has what in that container, what is in there. So it tells you pretty much everything. So if I know I'm getting a lot of coal, that means coal is up because more people are purchasing for coal, right? I know that I'm getting a lot of this or that, then I know to where to invest because I know based on the logistics of where to go. That was a smart move. So I personally believe that because he's doing a lot of smart things, he's made a lot of smart investments. Geico, if you got Geico, that's what Berkshire Hathaway, one of the companies they own. So my personal benefit, welcome in, welcome in. And belief system is he's going to continue to do well. So let's go back to what would you do? Don't be fearful. Stop being fearful of not knowing what to do. I always say I'm not giving you financial advice or investment advice. What I'm saying to you is welcome in, welcome in. Don't be fearful of what you're doing. Count up the costs. I'm not telling you to back the truck up, literally. So I'm not telling you to back the truck up, boop, boop. And that's a term that we use in investing, meaning just back the truck up and buy a lot of. I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm saying is use a calculated risk. Ask yourself what's calculated and break it down from there. Listen, there's some older people, because I look at my analytics and who watches my channel, who doesn't. There's a lot of older people who believes in stocks and certain assets like land and things of that nature, and they don't believe in crypto. But I want to here to tell you, I remember when, and I'm about to tell my age, I remember when we had a card that didn't have a Visa or MasterCard logo. It was just a debit card. So the only thing you could do is go to the ATM machine, pay a cash or check for your transactions. And I remember when they switched over from that to the Visa MasterCard logo and you can finally use it on the system. And people like, I'm not using that. And, people were having their conspiracy theories about that, and people started to use it. What I'm saying to you is this: you will use it. In the next 5 to 10 years, you'll use it. Some of you right now, Bosh, I want to know, I'm just doing a heat check. If you've ever paid with your cell phone, please just say yes. Yes, if you paid with your cell phone before, say I have, put yes, smiley face emoji. I just want to know. I remember, paying from a vending machine with my cell phone when that first got unlocked. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, I was shocked and amazed. I remember going to, the gas station, and you can pay tap via that. Now, I just, certain things that we do automatically, that's realistically certain things you don't really carry cash anymore. Welcome in, welcome in. You don't really carry cash anymore. We do things so meticulously that we do things. So how do you build a portfolio? You have to ask yourself this question. This is what I would do. Write on a piece of paper, $100, okay? $100, write down like -20. So that means if you lost $20 and you only have $80, how would you feel? How does it make you feel? And then write down $100 minus $40. That means you got $60. If you lost $60, if you lost $40, how would you feel and only had 60? Write down $100 minus 50 and then put $50. If you lost $50, how would you feel? And do that all the way down to 0. Like, at what point does it irk you? So that's pretty much figuring out your investing tolerance. If you lose it all, you're like, oh well. Or you're gonna be like, dang, that's messed up. If you lose $50 of it, you're gonna be like, man, that's messed up. You have to figure out what your tolerance is. Okay. Now, if you have if it's $50, you lose 50 and you don't care, or whatever, you have to say, okay, look, I want something to be steady, and I want to have some high risk or some type of different type of investing that I can do. Meaning, I'm not telling you to bet all on black like you're in Vegas or black. Yes, number one. Yeah. I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm saying is you have to figure out what your tolerance is. Once you figure out that, you can say, okay, look, I need to put X amount into stocks, X amount into crypto, X amount into gold and silver. Let's say you have $100 a month budget. That's $25 a week, right? $25 a week. Maybe one week you might buy some stocks. Maybe the next week you might buy gold or silver, silver coins. Maybe the next week you might buy some crypto. Maybe the next week you may just hold that in your investing account to do something for later. Maybe, swoop. Hey, I'm just keeping it real. So this depends. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends. It all depends on where you are. You know what I'm saying? So you ask yourself those questions and you say, I'm going to go from here to there and I'm going to go there. Okay. Or you might say, okay, this month I'm just going to focus on stocks. If I got $100 budget, I'm just going to buy, I'm going to buy ETF, which is like a pool of funds. Okay. I'm going to buy one ETF, and I'm going to buy single stocks. You may do that. Welcome in. You may do that every month, just for 1 month. The next month, you may say, you know what? I'm just going to focus on building my silver stash, silver and gold. So you might take $100 and buy some silver and gold coins. And maybe something you do. The next month, you say, okay, I might buy crypto. So you got 12 months in a year. Whatever your budget is, you write it down and you do what you got to do. Like I said, you got stocks, you got cryptocurrency, you have, ETFs, which stocks, you have gold and silver. Why do I keep talking about gold and silver? Well, if you don't know, I'm sure you heard of the BRICS nations. Okay, that's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South America. Okay, some other countries are added to them, and some countries are going to be taken away. This is not the BRICS, not about the BRICS nations, but they back their currency by gold. Okay, America used to be backed by gold. This dollar right here, um, it says a silver certificate. I had to read it. It says a silver certificate. So it means at one point you can turn that dollar in for silver. Now that's original silver certificate. If you know, you know. Uh, at one point you can turn that dollar in and get the amount in silver or gold. Now we don't have that. Okay. What they call silver and gold, they call it God's money. It's something that is like a store of wealth. Okay. And what a store of wealth means, welcome in, welcome in. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're new here, I thank you so much for coming in. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It costs you nothing. It's absolutely free, and it actually lets you know when I put out another video. But yeah, can you imagine if Ninja got a low? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but nonetheless, when it comes down to it, you ask yourself these questions, okay? Silver is a store of value, all right? A store of value means, hey, I'm going to, I'm going to put a portion of my wealth. Yeah, Fisher Jamia, I don't know what's going on. You know what to do with that person. I don't know what's up with that, but appreciate that, Fisher Jamia. I don't know what's going on with that, but anyway, could you imagine that there is a, well, I guess you made it when you get your first bot. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. I want to clap for my first troll. Yes. Yes. Clap for the trolls. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That means you done made it. I done made it in the game when the trolls coming back. My friend actually recommended this awesome channel to me. Do you know Joe? He says, depending on who Joe is. Hey, welcome in though, by the way. Hey, thank you for another troll. Yay! Hey, I made it. I made it. I officially made it. Yo, the trolls in the building. Hey, listen, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I've been waiting for you trolls. You know why? Because it lets you know when you've made it. Yes, yes. Bump you trolls too. Yes, I've made it. Yes. I'm so happy. Oh, man. I can put a sticker on myself now. I'm going to put a sticker on that says I've officially been attacked by a troll. Yes. Y'all don't understand. See, when you are in YouTube world and you don't have many trolls, that means you know, hey, your channel ain't popping like that. You know what I'm saying? But Swoop, I thought he's talking about Joe, like Joe the Motivator. I was like, Joe who? Hey, Grammys. But yeah, thank you so much, trolls. This video for this 10 seconds is sponsored by all the trolls. I appreciate you. I love you. I love everyone. But thank you so much, trolls, for coming to my channel. I appreciate you. That's all I got to say. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, at one point I was like, man, I think matter of fact, I was on Swoop's channel. And I said, man, Swoop, yeah, you the real MVP. I was on Swoop's channel. And I said, man, I don't get no trolls. I ain't got no trolls. Welcome in, Grammys. I said, I ain't got no trolls on my channel. So I guess I ain't made it yet. Wow. You just solidified me. Thank you. That was a solidification. Yes. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. That put a sticker on my chest today. I made it. Trolls. Aloha. What's up? Joe's in the building. Grammy's in the building. Blessed Sunday to you and everyone here. Swoop from Grammy's Journal. Hey, that y'all don't understand. I'm silly. And here's the thing. Let me back it up. I don't define a troll as a person you don't know who's being silly. And it's okay. I'm a silly person. So if people know me, know I'm silly, who know me. Hey, Sweet Thumb, what's up, what's up, what's up? People know me, know I'm silly. And I don't define a troll as a silly person. So for the older people, if someone comes to your channel acting silly, that does not necessarily mean they're a troll. A troll is causing disruption. Now, I'm a silly person, so I don't really care. And if you're silly, you have to throw out the right signals to people. Because if you're silly as well, maybe people think it's okay to be silly. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? So if I've ever been silly to anyone and they thought I was a troll, listen, you must have not took 10 minutes to figure out who I was. And I'm sorry, but I never came to somebody talking about somebody's mama. That's a little weird. But nonetheless, let's keep moving. Sweet Thumb is saying hello to everyone in the building. Hey, Sweet Thumb from Swoop. So yes, Swoop, I got a sticker. So I put a sticker up that I've officially been trolled. I feel good now. Y'all don't understand that. That just made my day, man. Hey, I was all congested this morning, and I said I wasn't gonna go live. Me having a troll made my day. I'm telling y'all. But yeah, gold and silver. Going back to that, y'all. So gold and silver. A lot of wealthy people put a percentage of their money in gold and silver. So let's do some hypotheticals. I'm not saying this happened or will happen. I'm doing hypotheticals, so I don't want to get anyone afraid. Remember when the towers went down? Not the twin towers. Remember when AT&T's cell phone service went down? Okay, no shade to AT&T, right? People didn't know how they were going to make calls. You know, there were other people asking me, "How's your phone?" My phone was fine, but you know, people were saying, "Oh man, I can't make calls. I can't do this. I can't do that." All right. Now, with that being said, because they could not do what they thought was best, people were freaking out. Okay. Yes. So Grammy understands. So yeah. Now imagine everyone's phone was down. Imagine. So that means you can't get gas. You can't get any money out of the ATM. In most cases, you can't use the internet, right? So people use gold and silver as a store of value. If something like that were to ever happen, I pray that it never happens in our lifetime. But if it does happen, let's we're doing hypotheticals, okay? So I want anybody come for me. You know how y'all do. So they use gold and silver as a store of value. Now there is a movie by the name of Millions. I believe it's a British movie. It's called Millions. And in the movie, I'm going to give you a synopsis, a brief synopsis. In the movie, there was a little guy. He had a cardboard box house, and he was playing in his cardboard box house, and a bag of money got thrown off a train and it hit his house, his cardboard house. The little boy was scared. He ran away. He came back, saw there was bags of money. He took it home. Well, in that movie, him and his friends went and started spending some of the money. Well, come to find out, some robbers had took the money and they were going to change currencies from this British currency to another form of currency, but that old currency was going to be abolished. So they told people that either you spend that money or you go to the bank and we'll exchange it for the new currency. So, you know, the robbers are trying to figure out where the money went. They're trying to retrace the steps. And the guy's father finally figured out what was going on because he was coming in with a lot of little stuff and trinkets, and him and his friends, you know, his group got a little big. So then the guy, his father, and the girlfriend had came, and this is going to make sense, okay? So I might be losing you, but this is going to make sense when I bring it all together. So the guy and his girlfriend decides, they see what's going on, so they decide they're going to spend all this money up before the clock strikes the next day where they couldn't use the money. So they go on the shopping spree, they put some money, and they do all this other elaborate stuff. It's a movie, y'all, by the way. So they do all this, and they go on this lavish spree, and then the robbers finally found them, and they don't see any money. So they're like, what happened to all this money? And they're like, we don't have any money. Like, they didn't have any money. It was all spent. Hypothetically now, based on that movie, if our currency was going to a different currency, right? No matter where you are in the world, gold and silver will still be what it is. It don't matter. It's still going to be what it is. If you look at the price of gold and silver, there's a price that you can purchase it for, which is spot. Well, there's a spot price, and there's a price they're going to sell it to you for. The spot price is what it's going for. The price of what they're selling you for is going to be above the spot price, okay? Giving you a little history real quick. So when it's all said and done or whatnot, you have a spot price and got a regular price. Now here's the thing: if something were to happen, gold and silver probably wouldn't go down. And let's just say if it did go down, you still have the ability to use those coins to go somewhere and potentially trade out something. I'm giving you, why people use gold and silver. Okay. Now I use it as a store of value, meaning it goes up and down. It's a constant move. It doesn't have a big spike or big crashes. It's just constant, just a constant move. So that's why most wealthy people utilize gold and silver. So ask yourself the question. Write down. Okay, if you don't want to invest in gold and silver, it's okay. That's you. Okay, so scratch it out. If you want to invest in stocks and crypto only, say, okay, I have X amount of dollars, and this is what I want to do. If you get paid every day, every week, every 2 weeks, every month, every quarter, whatever, break down how much you want to spend and go from there. Okay. Now, we talked about dollar cost averaging earlier, which means if Bitcoin is $52,000 today and you buy $10 worth, and then next week it is, because let's just say you're doing $10, just for this example. Next week is 48,000 and you do $10 worth of Bitcoin. Let's use this as a bowl of cereal or some cereal. I told y'all my dad's favorite cereal, right? So he goes to the grocery store. He's always going to buy his Frosted Flakes, no matter what. But if Frosted Flakes are on sale, he's going to spend more money on Frosted Flakes. So if you bought it at 52,000, is it 48,000? You had a $10 budget. You might think about increasing your budget to $20 that week, and say, you know what? I'm just going to spend $20 on Bitcoin this week because it's $48. It's a little bit less. I'm going to get more bang for my buck. Do you see what I'm saying? So the same thing as it relates to cereal. If Fruit Loops or Frosted Flakes or Apple Jacks or Kellogg's, whatever, is a price, $8 a box. I don't know what it is. I don't really eat cereal anymore. But I used to eat cereal a lot. But let's say it's $5 a box this week. But now it's on sale if you use your card. Little bonus cards they have, whatever grocery store you got. And now it's $4. Well, you get $1 off. So you might buy a little bit more cereal that week. Think about it in the same aspect. My bakers, Official Jimmy, and my mukbangers, Tay, and all people who do mukbang. If cheese is on sale 2 for $5, and that same cheese is normally $5 a bag, you're probably going to buy more cheese that week, correct? Yeah. If you go, my people who like shoes, if those shoes with the check and the swoosh on it, or a certain price, you're probably going to buy more, or you're probably going to buy an outfit or something else to compensate. So you got to ask yourself the question, what is my budget? You got to write it down. Sometimes it may fluctuate. Sometimes you may just hold off and not buy anything, but you put it in your investing account. So, hey, what's up, Prez? What's going on, bro? So you put it into your account, and when you put it into your account, you hold it. You know what I'm saying? So you sit back, you hold what you got, you know what I'm saying? And then you go from there. So from there, you say, okay, this is what I got. This is what I want to do. And, or whatnot. Hey, Prez and Lisa J, what time are y'all going live? What time are y'all going live? Let me know. Because what I want to do is I want to, have y'all channel come up like once. Hey, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? Okay. So y'all, hey, Prez and Lisa J, are y'all gonna be on Lisa J's channel, or y'all gonna share it both? How y'all gonna do it? Let me know. So yeah, they talk about investing as well. We're not investment advisors or anything like that, but they have some good value. Eastern Standard Time at Lisa's. Okay, yes. So listen, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, these two people, Lisa J Stocks and Prez the Investor, they're going live on Lisa J Stocks channel. So feel free after this live to go there as well and support them as well. No doubt, Lisa J. Tammy, you look like you don't use, and you just, okay. Oh, that's funny. So I got to put another sticker on. Oh yeah, I got to put another sticker. Thank you, Tammy. Who knows? Actually use wipes if it makes you feel any better. But yeah, That was pretty funny. I'm glad I didn't read it out loud. But none the least, hey, but make this go viral, Lisa J. So yeah, going back to what I was saying, you have to ask yourself, Swoop from prayers from make this go viral. You gotta ask yourself, what is your goal? How much do you want to put in it? Okay, because a lot of people will give you a number. Hey, Miss V from prayers. A lot of people will give you a number, but they won't, like, everybody's number is different. Like, I may say I can invest 2,000 a month, but I'm just hypothetically now. Lisa J may say she might invest 10,000 a month. Prez may say he can invest 100,000 a month. Everybody has their own number. Swoop may say she may be able to invest 200,000 a month. It doesn't matter what your number is. You have to start somewhere. Okay, it's not necessarily where you start; it's how you're going to finish. Okay, so you can't be afraid to say, "Well, I'm just not there right now." Okay, Jamia from Make This Go Viral Grammys. So you just got to ask yourself, where is it that you are? You know what I'm saying, where is it that I am? Where am I? And where can I become? Where can I be? Exactly. Lisa J Stocks. So you have to say that. What is it? Dang, did I miss another troll? Yeah, sweet thumb. It was funny though. It was real funny. I was like, oh wow. Yeah. Hey, I got another sticker, by the way. So the trolls, I got 3 trolls, so I get 3 stickers for the day. So yay, I get 3 stickers. Yay. Woo. Woo. So you made it when you got the trolls. Boy, I like it. Started from the bottom, now we're here. We probably invest our $5. Exactly. So, $5, every day is what? 130? Am I right? Yeah, 150? Lord Jesus, 150. Lord. I was looking at 150 a month. So, and speaking of that, Lisa J had a wonderful post by Dave Ramsey. And one thing he said is at a certain age, if you invest $100 a month, you'll probably be a millionaire. So we pretty much, let's stop making excuses. Okay, if you're above the age of 18, hey Miss V from Grammys. If you're above the age of 18, of course you have to invest more to get to that number. So you have to ask yourself a question as well. Think about it. Okay, some of us have 401ks, SEP retirement plans. Okay, outside of that, let's just not even look at that. And the reason why I say we're not going to look at that is because if you become an investor and you say, okay, I got X amount of dollars that I can play with myself. And I'm trying to frame the way I say this, but generally speaking, I'll give you a perfect example. I was investing a certain percentage with my company, and they only it's up to 6% where they match, but I was in the double digits of percentages. Okay, and I noticed I was getting a better return on my own, and that's with the company match. Okay, that's fine. Officials of me, appreciate you. I was getting a certain percentage with the company match. Okay, so what I personally did, I said, you know what? I'm only getting X percentage with them, and they're only giving me up to 6% where they're investing. So I'm going to keep those ratios, but I'm going to take the rest of that and invest it on my own because I'm doing better. Okay. The whole point is to, yes, do your company thing. Make sure you get up to that match. Some companies have 100% company match. But whatever your goal is, do up to that match and then do some things on your own. But when you decide to say, oh man, I'm doing a whole lot better for myself, let me increase this a little bit more on my own. You get a little cocky. And what I mean by cocky is you say, you know what, man, you're looking at your 401k statement, you're looking at your regular statement, you say, wow, I'm doing XYZ here and I'm doing XYZ there. Let me pull this from here and then let me do more on this side. You see what I'm saying? The whole point, you want to be to the position where you are beating your 401k or SEP retirement plan. And when that happens, you can say, you know what? I'm not saying totally don't invest in. That's foolish. Like, you should always keep money in your 401k. That's common sense, in my opinion. It's not financial advice, by the way. But when you get to a certain point, then you need to sit up there and say, you know what? Let me take this and let me do this with this. You know, much is given, much is required. You know what I'm saying? We can't get to a next level until we do things like Official Jamil's here, probably Ted Eats, other people who do mukbangs and cooking. Anybody who's ever cooked a cake, yes, you cannot use vanilla abstract and red velvet cake. Or you can't use lemon, or some people might. They might use two different abstracts, but you can't use lemon abstract in red velvet cake. How about that's a little better? Okay, meaning certain things work for certain things, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't do anything. You can't be afraid to just do something. You got to do something. You got to put yourself in a position where you're doing something, where you're saying, you know what, come whatever, I'm going to do what I got to do. No matter what. I'm going to put X amount in. I'm going to forget about it. I'm going to keep doing what I got to do, and I'm going to keep moving. Okay? The whole point is you cannot be afraid of where you are. All right? You cannot be afraid of where you're going. You cannot be afraid of where you're going to become. All right? Hey, by the way, if you have not hit the like button, hit the like button. And don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Subscribing costs you nothing. Absolutely free. Give me your banger value for your time. And I guarantee you, and I don't make a lot of guarantees, but I guarantee you, you'll probably learn something you didn't know. Yes, that's right. You'll probably learn something you didn't know if you stick around. Smash the like button and watch more than one video. Probably, yeah. See, that's how I got you. But I'm being silly, y'all. But yes, ask yourself, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Ask yourself where you want to become. And once you get to that level, and you know where you want to become, and you know what you want to do, and you know where you want to become, yeah, prayers gets it. You know what you want to do, then you're where you need to go. Okay? Like I said, write it down. You got to write the vision, make it plain. If you know, you know. Write the vision, write it down, make it plain. Make everything on tablets, put it down, put it on paper. Like I said, put it on wax, put it on paper. Welcome in, welcome in. Put everything on paper. Say this is the amount I want to have. You know what I'm saying? This is the amount I want to have. Lisa J, prayers, they say they do 150 a month, $5 a day. That's their investment strategy. Okay. Whatever your goal is, if it's $200 a month, if it's 100, if it's 50, if it's 10, start somewhere. Start today. Because here's the thing. You can talk about, oh, I want to have a fruit tree all day. Now, hear me clearly. This is no shade to my gardeners, because I'm a gardener and my whole family's been gardeners since I've been a kid, okay? You're going to hear me, okay, before I lose you. You can say you want to have a fruit tree all day, but until you put that fruit tree in the ground, it's never going to grow. I can say, I got some seeds. Yeah, they're over there. I don't want to get up. So let's say these are seeds. I can say, oh, these are the best mangoes ever in this package. Okay. When am I going to put those mangoes in the ground? When am I going to stop being afraid of what's going to happen? You can't get no tomatoes if you don't put the seeds in the ground. Can't get any avocados if you don't get no seeds in the ground. You can't get any spinach if you don't put any seeds in the ground. You can't get any okra unless you put the seeds in the ground. What I'm saying is your money, your revenue is a seed. It will not grow. Welcome in. It will not grow unless you put that seed in the ground. It will not get better. It will not do what it needs to do unless you put those seeds in the ground. That's what's up, Grammys. You're right. That is true. Unless you put it in the ground, it will be the best looking. These tomatoes gonna be the bomb. I can't wait. Y'all don't understand. When I get these tomatoes in the ground, I can talk to y'all all day about these seeds. And this is not seeds, by the way, okay? But I can talk to y'all all day about these seeds. But until I put it in the ground, it's just speculation. Until I put it in the ground and fertilize it and water it and make sure it's in the right time horizon. You just don't put it in the ground, by the railroad tracks. You have to put it in good fertile soil, okay? But you can't be afraid to do something on your own. A lot of y'all been talking about all this stuff. Girl, my AT&T phone don't work. No shade to AT&T, y'all. Don't come for me because I got some of y'all products, so don't come for me. Yeah, I couldn't do nothing all day. Now they talking about they gonna give me a bill credit. Y'all can talk about them all day, but guess what? They still making money. Verizon's still making money. T-Mobile's still making money. Do you see what I'm saying? We can talk all day. Guess what? If you own a company and you don't have this is my thing, okay? And I'm about to break it down to you like a fraction. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Bernie, listen to what I'm saying. If you have a company, meaning you buy all these shoes and you are not invested in Nike, in my opinion, I'm not giving you any financial advice, but my opinion is if you have Nike shoes and you don't have Nike stock, why? If I do this every live, and I am 1,000% sure it is more iPhone users than Android users. I can vote both because I got Android and iPhone. So I can I can vote both times. I can vote both. So if you don't have, and I'm looking for my Apple phone right now, so my book bag. Yes, I can. But if you don't have what you got going on, it's a travesty. It's a travesty. If you sitting there talking about, oh, I believe in Apple. I love Apple products. But you don't have Apple stock. Come on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, you learn I don't like Apple. I don't like Apple stock. I don't like their products. Well, that's you. That is you. But I guarantee you, there's something in your refrigerator. There's something that you do like. You drive a Mercedes, but you are so scared that you don't own the stock. Listen, that's the first thing I did. I want my money back. When I go to get maintenance, I'm like JG Wentworth. I want my money and I want it now. But I don't, no shade, JG, don't come for me. But what I'm saying is, yeah, they're going to give me Avion water and all this stuff. I don't care nothing about that. What is the bill? How much does it cost? When I get up out of here, what is the maintenance charge this month? But guess what? I guarantee you I got some Mercedes stock. You know why? Because I have the product. I guarantee you. Exactly, Prez. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you is, if you have the product, why do you not have the stock? Now, some things are private companies and some things you just can't own the stock for. But for the most part, you see your grandkids with the latest and greatest. And you like, sometimes it's best just to watch other people. Sometimes it's best just to watch. Let me watch my nieces, see what things they like. What do they go to? What do they gravitate towards? Let me call some people who got kids who are a certain age and see what kind of things that they're doing. Let me watch and look around and see what people are doing. I might be a homebody. I might not go out a lot, but let me go to the mall and just sit still for about 2 hours and sit down with a notebook and pen. And let me write down Nike on one side, New Balance, Under Armour. Let me write down. And just for that hour, I want to see how many pair of Nikes I see. And I'm going to put a check mark by it. If I see a Nike hat or a Nike, jersey or a Nike pair of shoes, I'm going to put a mark there. I'm going to look. Okay, I see a pair of New Balances. I'm marked there. Okay, Under Armour. I'm going to mark there. All right. Well, maybe I don't know. I don't know nothing about shoes, Robert. You learn what are you talking about? Okay, I'm going to sit down and put Samsung and Android. And I'm going to mark down every time I see an Android phone or every time I see a iPhone. I'm going to mark down every time I see an iPad or a Apple Watch. I'm going to mark it down. That's research. That's market research. It's easy. I'm going to sit back and just watch. People watch. I know I ain't the only people that people watch. Come on, man. I can't be the only person that just sit down sometimes, just watch people. I can't be. People watch. You know, my grandma taught me that. Sometimes just sit still and watch. Just sit still, be quiet, and look. That's what my grandma used to say. So I'm just looking. I go in the grocery store. Now I'm shopping, but what are other people buying? You telling me you ain't never went to the grocery store and said, oh, I wonder if this Patti LaBelle pie is any good. Let me see how many people buying those Patti pies. Thanksgiving time. Who buying those? I like people watching. Okay, Grammy, so I ain't the only one. So how many people buying those Patti pies? when they were popular back then. I want to see how many people buying it. How many pies are they buying? Hey man, Grammys, was Patty the Bell pie? Was it any good? I'm gonna ask Prez. Hey, was that Patty pie any good? Hey Swoop, Fisher Mia, Grammys, was that Patty pie any good? Lisa, was that Patty pie? I'm gonna ask because you don't know until you ask, right? Let me go in the parking lot as I'm driving. As I'm driving home, how many Amazon trucks do I see? I'm just gonna count. Matter of fact, how many Amazon packages do I see in the neighborhood when I'm driving through the neighborhood? How many times have I ordered from Amazon, but I don't have the stock? Me personally, if I buy the product, I'm looking for at least the stock. I don't care if I get a fractional share. Let me give a disclaimer. Not a financial advisor, but what a fractional share is a piece, a fraction of the company. So imagine you got a whole cake and you break it down into slices. A fractional share is like a tiny slice of the company. Okay. So some accounts allow you to buy what's called fractional shares, which means if a company costs $200 and you learn this a little bit too much for my, my budget right now. Well, can you put $5 in that company? So let me put $5 in this company this week, and I'm going to keep doing that until I can get one share. You see what I'm saying? That's called a fractional share. Okay. So at least that's what I personally do. Personally, I don't eat cake though. Hey, it's okay. If you don't eat cake, you eat fish, you eat chicken, you eat barbecue. Guess what? Donuts. You generally get a dozen donuts. Fractional share is a piece. If you can just go to Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts and say, let me get a piece of that donut. That's called a fraction, a piece. Okay, so whoever, yeah, that's kind of weird. So, yeah. Anyway, sorry, y'all. Just saw some people doing some. I mean, listen, I'm loving it. I'm like McDonald's. I'm loving it. Like, listen, let me explain something to y'all. I am a silly person. The people who know me know. You barking up the wrong tree, people. I'm real silly. So, come on now. Listen, you got to do better than that. Please do better than that. But anywho, what I'm saying is, whatever comes your way, you have to have a budget, and you have to do what you got to do. Okay. You have to do what you got to do, and you have to have a budget to where it is you want. Once you have that budget, once you have that goal, then you go from there. You say, okay, this is my goal, this is my budget, this is my plan, and I go from there. I can't be afraid. You have ETFs, which is, a pool of companies. You have VOO, VGI, VTI. I can go on and on. But as it relates to those companies, you can say, okay, I'm older. I don't care about doing all this investing stuff. I just want to set it and forget it. Then you can have four different ETFs and say, look, I'm going to put one here, one here, one here, one here. Now, sometimes if you do it that way, they have what's called overlap. You can see what those funds hold. And some of those same funds may hold Apple, may hold Google, may hold Tesla, all in the same fund. May hold one or the other. So overlap sometimes is okay. May hold, whatever. So overlap can be okay. You can't say, okay, well, let me put X amount of dollars in an ETF so I can set it and forget it. And then on this side, let me invest in individual stocks. Maybe this ETF doesn't have Nike, but I see all these people with Nike shoes. I have Nikes in my closet. So, let me invest in some Nike shoes, stock. Okay. Your favorite basketball player, regardless of if it's Bron or, KD or his name starts with an M, it ends with a J. If it's him, they all are under the Nike umbrella. All that revenue comes to Nike. Guess what? Nike makes a ton of money. Personally speaking, I have my own shoe. I have my own brand. That's what I wear. but I still have those shoes in my closet. Okay. So, here's the thing. I'm just gonna break it down to you like a fraction. Here's my shoes. You see my logo and my label. I mean, I got tennis shoes. All sorts of stuff. That's what I do. That's me personally. I brand myself. That's what I do. But I can't say, well, nobody wanted to buy the You Learn with Roberts. Man, I'm not buying Nike stock. No, that's foolish. I'm buying stock and I'm happy. You know what I tell people when I see them? I don't buy stock, but I like Nikes. Oh, thank you so much for helping my stock price go up. That's what I say to people. Thank you so much for helping my stock price up. When people say I don't believe investing. Well, you investing in me. What do you mean by that? You investing in me because you buy Nikes all the time. Thank you so much. I wear a lot of polo, so I buy Ralph Lauren stock. Prez, I understand. And you know what? I got a closet full of polos too, and I got a closet full of my brand, and it was another brand, Tommy Hill, I used to wear as a kid. Then I switched transition to polo. So I understand exactly. You buy what you wear. You want something. You want a return on investment, ROI, a return on investment. Exactly, Prez. I mean, like literally, when I dress up, I might dress up. Hey, matter of fact, here I might do a poll. I might do a poll on this channel. And while I got some people here, if y'all would like to see me dress up, because somebody said I should dress up one day, and I was like, I'm good on that. But if y'all would like to see me dress up on the channel, let me know. If you'd like to see me dress up, see me, smooth, dapper near, say you can't smell my cologne, but I'm be like, can't smell the cologne. But if you like to see me dress up, let me know. Just type dress up in the chat. If you'd like to see me do a live dressed up, type dress up in the chat. Let me know. So I just want to know. I want to do a heat check, and I might do a poll as well. If you'd like to see me dressed up on the channel. If you don't care, you don't have to put nothing. It don't matter to me. I just want to see how y'all feel. Y'all rocking with me, chilling in the t-shirt? Or y'all rocking with me? Y'all want to see me all dressed up and dapper near when I go out in public? You know what I'm saying? I'm not showing y'all my public attire. I'm showing y'all my relaxed at home attire, in the office attire. So if you like to see me dressed up, let me know. I want to know. I want to know like Joe. So yeah, as you saw, Prayers just said, hey, look, I invest. I wear polo. I buy the stock, Ralph Lauren. What I'm saying to you is, if you have a utility company, you pay utilities every month, right? Right? I hope you do. I hope you ain't hijacking utilities from your neighbor. Now, that ain't right now. That is not right. So, if you pay utilities, come as you are. Exactly. You know what? Thank you. Make this go viral. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I feel relaxed. I want y'all to feel relaxed, like Olive Garden when you hear your family. But yeah, you have a utility bill. Most of y'all pay utility bills, right? So why not own the utility company that's in your area? Now, Duke Energy is the largest utility company, and they have Piedmont Natural Gas. So I invest in that stock because of that. However, do your own due diligence research. What utility company do you have? Do they have a stock? Can you invest in another utility company that possibly gives you money back? Your cell phone. If you have a cell phone provider and you pay them every month, most cell phone providers offer a dividend, which is a rebate back. So if that's the case, you should put some money in that cell phone provider, in my opinion, not giving you financial advice, and you should put some money in there so you can get money back, because they're going to charge you. They're just going to say, oh, it went up this month. And you're going to be like, hold up, wait a minute. I wasn't even home this month. I promise you, I was out of town a lot, and I looked at my utility bill and I was like, how in the world, how? I'm not even home. The lights are off. How? But guess what? I still get some money back. Yes, I do. So guess what? Charge me if you want to. I'm getting money back. Yeah, I said it. Yes, I said it. I'm getting some money back. Y'all be playing, folks. Yeah, I said it. I remember paying my utility bill, and this is a little gripe for a second. I remember paying my utility bill, and I paid up. So I said, okay, I averaged this amount. I paid up for like 4 months ahead of time. And in 2 months, I owed some more money. I was like, oh, y'all playing games now. Y'all playing games. Y'all are playing some serious games. There's no way I owe more money if I looked at the average and I took the highest month and averaged that out and paid you. Now in 2 months I owe you more money. No, I never did that again. So I started investing in a utility company because I was like, look, if you're gonna play me, I want some money back. You obviously getting money. You getting it hand over fist. I want some money back. So what is your utility company? What is your cell phone company? Where do you get gas? Okay, if you own a Tesla, common sense should be to have Tesla stock. If you don't own Tesla, what are your gas station that you go to? Do you go to BP? Do you go to Chevron? Do you go to Texaco? What gas company do you go to? Gas station. Ask yourself those questions and then begin to get some of that money back into your coffers so that you can do other things. Because to me, that's a continuity type situation where you're going to always get money and give them money every month, right? They're always getting monthly revenue, like Netflix and Hulu and all this. They're always getting monthly revenue from you. Just saying. That's just what I believe in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So if you're always getting monthly revenue and monthly giving it out, shouldn't you have some stuff coming back in? So if I'm going to give you some money, I need to be having some money coming in return so that I can make sure that I'm doing what I got to do. That's how I look at everything. Everyone's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, Prez and Lisa, they are fans of ETFs. They follow a lot of Keenan Grace. I like Keenan Grayson. I like Chris Sane. I like a lot of Stock Mo. I like a lot of them. Everything, people say you may not agree with. You may do something different. But guess what? For the most part, we can agree with a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff we can agree upon. What I'm saying to you is, no matter what philosophy you decide to do, the whole point is do. The whole point is do. Don't just sit there and say, I'm not doing nothing. Ain't no way I'm putting my money in none of those things. No. I am too old, you learn with Robert, to put my money in any of those things. Ain't no way I'm putting my money in any of those things. No, I'm not doing it. I got to get a hair, got to get my nails, I got to get my fade, I got to get my red bottoms, my red steel toe, whatever. Some people just not going to do it, and it's okay. For the people who's going to do it, and for the people who's going to step to the next side, and people are going to Euro step to the basket and do that layup and get a point on the board, I'm trying to help you out. Lisa is trying to help you out. Prez is trying to help you out. All these other people that you listen to are just trying to help you out. You know what I'm saying? Now, speaking of helping out, if you've been here and you ain't hit the subscribe button, yeah, I'm looking at you. And if you're watching this video on the replay and you ain't hit the subscribe button, and you've been watching all this time, you ain't hitting the subscribe button, come on, man. Come on, woman. What are you doing? Flag on the play. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. Like the video. I know you see me on the video, true, but you still don't pay me no attention. I can't believe that. If you know, you know. I'm silly, y'all. So, subscribe to the channel. It costs you nothing. Hit the notification bell. Hey, look, if I gave you value, you know what I'm saying? 8S. Okay, yeah. If I gave you value, any value, subscribe is free. A like is free. Now, here's the thing, too. Hey, hit the like and invest in you. Okay, appreciate you, sweet thumb. Oh, no, I looked and I said S. Got the S on my chest. Yes, I'm Superman. Super Robert. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm silly. But yeah, what I'm saying is, and even if you don't like this video, I tell you what, if you don't like this video, here's what I want to do for you. I want you to hit the dislike button twice. If you don't like this button, if you don't like this video, hit the dislike button twice. Hit it twice. If you don't like it, that's how bad you don't like it. Hit the dislike button twice if you don't like the video. I'm okay with the dislikes. Just hit it twice to let me know how bad you don't like it. Hit the dislike button twice if you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button once, dislike button twice. I just want to see how you feel. I want to see your temperature. You know what I'm saying? Temperature's rising. Yeah, I want to see your temperature. So the whole point of me being here, made this go viral, she got it. The whole point of me being here is to help you out. Prayers got it. I heard that on somebody's channel, by the way, and I forgot who I heard it from, but I said, I'm taking that. I got to keep it. When I figure out who said that, I'm going to mention their name. I said, that was funny. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Hit it twice, please, for the algorithm. Hit it twice. But yeah, the whole point, everyone that I rock with, especially Prez, Lisa, trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've never really put any links in my video. I'll probably start putting some links in the description of the video. Some companies that I like. Moo's pretty cool. I like SoFi. That's pretty cool investment platform. I like Robinhood. I like Webull. I like, you know, man, it's a lot of other ones that I could mention. But for a new investor, those are the ones I like for new investors. You know what I'm saying? Public is pretty cool. Yeah, I like Public. But that's pretty simple and self-explanatory. Now you got other investing platforms that are for the more novice investor, in my opinion. You know, yeah, you're right. Public is pretty user-friendly. But, you know, when it comes down to it, there's some people who got cash out. Look, I'm gonna hit y'all with this. Yeah, exactly, Sweet Thumb, exactly, Press. So here's the thing. My dad told me, he said, oh, he called me years ago. He said, Robert. I said, what's up? What's up, Pop? Hey man, I invested in Bitcoin. Now he won't touch like any of those platforms. But you know where he invested in Bitcoin in? Cash App. I said, Dad, why? Go to this platform, go to that platform. He said, nah, it's just easier for me. And my dad, over 65, you know what I'm saying? He said it's easier for him. Okay. At least he's doing it. Now look, if anybody in here is he's 66, he'll be 66 this year. Anyone in here who's in their 60s and you making excuses, and let me break it back. I'm gonna reel it on back for you. I'm gonna reel it on back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We almost close to Prez and Lisa J stocks. They're gonna be on Lisa J's channel at 3:00. So at 3:00, definitely go over there and support them. So here's the thing. My dad was like, and I'm trying to get you to understand this. My dad was the person who did not, like, he had a job. He was a lead person in his job, and he had to use a computer. He did not want to use a computer. He couldn't stand it. He couldn't, welcome in. He couldn't stand using the computer. I'm trying to give you some know-how in my family so you can understand that you have no excuse. My dad did not like computers. He couldn't stand them. This was years ago. Couldn't stand them. He was like, man, this is what he told me. He said, I can leave this earth today and never have touched a computer and be okay. That's how serious he was about. No, he'd rather write it down, rather tell you what to do and you do it, but he was not touching a computer. Well, one year my mom called me, and it was when the big iPhone came out, when they first made them big, the bigger ones. Forgot what they call it, but my mom was like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting your dad an iPhone for his birthday. This is how much it costs. Did you want to put any money towards it? I said, sure. So I sent some money, my sister sent some money, my brother sent some money. We bought him an iPhone. So this was like before his birthday. He already had it. And then my mom was like, well, I'm thinking about getting him to watch. So I said, okay, cool. So we sent him the money to watch. But I also made sure, I said, hey, make sure Apple Care is on there. So he got Apple Care. Now, I had Samsung at the time. I had the Note at the time. And my dad was like, hey, can you help me set up this iPhone? I said, Dad, you know what Apple cares for? They care to help you do everything you need to do. But because I had been, in the whole space of, cellular industry, he was like, Robert, I know good and well you know how to set this up, so help me out. So I set up his phone, his watch, and I intentionally didn't get Apple then because I didn't want to be the person he called all the time. I was like, nope, I'm sticking with Samsung no matter what, because I don't want him calling me all the time asking me how to do something when he got Apple Care. So anyway, he finally started doing some things. Fast forward, this is the same person who said he can lead this earth today, will never have touched a computer, and he'll be okay. Told me he invests in Bitcoin and Cash App. Now he does, as of now, he got a couple other things, cold wallets, certain things like that. So that's a whole nother subject. But what I'm saying to you is, if my father, who did not care about computers, is saying that, hey, Robert, I actually invest in Bitcoin and I invested in these certain platforms. Now it's more platforms than what it was, but you have no excuse. So if you're in the age of 60 and above and you have not invested in Bitcoin or crypto, listen, you're making an excuse. Because if my dad ain't making no excuses, this same person who didn't care about computers, now he got an iPad, a Apple Watch, all this Apple products. I do too, because now he don't have to call me to ask me the question. So I like Apple. I like the connectivity. I just like the crispiness of the video in Samsung. So in closing, what I'm telling you is you have to start somewhere. And here's the good part about it. See, I went live, and in 4 minutes, we have Lisa J Stocks and Prez the Investor who's going live. It's going to be on Lisa J Stocks channel. So if you're here, first of all, and you found value in this video, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe to the channel. You're probably saying, why do you keep saying subscribe to the channel? Well, here's the thing. If you don't say it, the people are not going to do it. So subscribe to the channel if I've given you value. Only if I've given you value. If I haven't given you value, don't subscribe. But if I've given you value, subscribe. If I've given you value, like the channel. Okay? Now, do me a favor. Also, if you found value in this, I know you're going to find value in Lisa J and Prez, the Investors channel. I know you are. I'm not the kind of person that appreciate that 18 likes. I'm not the kind of person that withholds information. Remember, I told you my grandmother was always the person that says knowledge is power. Always the person that wants to give out knowledge. My grandmother was the person that always told me, hey, look, what do you have of value? What have you learned new today? What can I know new? She was hungry for knowledge, and I gave her information, and she regurgitated it to other people, and she gave me information, and I was able to regurgitate it to other people. The same person that didn't want me to hold knowledge and hold things to help people is still me. So listen, if you found value and you've done that, also do me a favor. Do me a huge favor. The people that are over here, go check out Lisa J Stocks. Lisa, if you're still here, put it in the chat. Make this go viral, or a moderator. If you're here, put it in the chat. It's just at Lisa J Stocks, if I'm not mistaken. Lisa J Stocks. Lisa J Stocks. She's going live in 2 minutes. Let's go and support her and Prez, the investor. They have some good value. They're going to pretty much build upon what I've said. They got a lot of other things they're going to talk about that I did not talk about. So do me a favor, go do that. And I appreciate you all so much. I thank you all so much for your time. And we'll see you in the next Side of Greatness. We'll talk to you. All right, bye now.